Hey guys, today we're going to talk about air purifiers, and I'm going to tell you what to look for in an air purifier, and I'm also going to show you the one that I bought and also tell you why. So let's go check out air purifiers. Okay, so the first thing you want to check when you're trying to get an air purifier is the space that it can cover, the room size. Is it 50 meters square, 60 meters square, or in feet, which could be like 500, 550, 600, 800 square feet. So that's the most important thing. And you have to judge that by your own room size. The room you're getting it for, measure it, and then see which air purifiers fit that amount of space and the ones that can manage that amount of space. So that's probably the most important thing and the first thing you should look for in an air purifier. Next is the CADR rating, which is actually the clean air delivery rate. Now this tells you how much air it can actually clean and how quickly. It's the airflow multiplied by the efficiency of the filter. I know it's kind of confusing, but you should check the CADR rating and it should be about 2/3 of the room capacity that it advertises. That's just a general rule, it's not hard and fast. Next, you have to see if the air filter replacements are available readily and easily and are affordable. That's something that commonly people make a mistake about, and they just buy a really nice air purifier and later on they find out they can't get replacements, or the replacements are like the cost of the whole air purifier. So it's good to check on that and make sure they are convenient and affordable and easily readily available. Next, you should see what type of filters are in the air purifier. Is it just a HEPA or a HEPA? I don't know how you pronounce it. Or is it also a carbon filter? Is there a dust filter outside? So usually good air purifiers have 3 layers. They have an outside dust protector or dust filter, which is washable or it can be cleaned regularly every week or two on occasion. And then it also has a carbon filter, which is actually more about smell, smoke, odor, these type of things. It's not necessary. The carbon filter is the one thing I would say isn't really that important, but it's good to have it if you are buying one. And then the third, which is the most important thing without which it would not purify any air, is the HEPA filter. Now the HEPA filter is the real thing that actually takes the bad particles in your air, actually goes to like 0.1 micron or whatever air purifier you get. It has its own capacity. So the HEPA filter is the one that actually cleans the air to that level. So that has to be a good one. And see how long it's supposed to last. Usually it lasts around 6 months. That's what most air purifiers say, but it would be a good thing to look at for the long run. After that, the noise level. That's something that a lot of air purifiers actually advertise about because it matters. Usually air purifiers are actually in a room where you sleep in, or if you're in a room, your lounge where you'd watch a movie or something, you don't want something that's so loud and just constantly humming and making a huge fan sound. So the dB, you have to check how low it goes, and usually they have certain functions like fan speeds. So the lowest one will always be very silent and the fastest one will be louder. So you can kind of see what works for you. Of course, the lower the dB, the better it is. Another thing is the electricity consumption. So you should check if it's 60 watts, 100 watts, 30 watts. The lower the consumption, the better it is for you, for your electricity bill, for your overall cost and savings. So that's something to keep in mind. Then you can go on to the features like Wi-Fi. Does it have an LED screen? Does it tell you how bad the air is in the room or not? The more expensive it gets, the more of these bells and whistles it will have. So that's up to you. You could even get a basic one as long as the quality is good, which brings me to the next point you need to check out for, the reliability. The brand has to be something you can trust at least. It should be something that you feel is reliable. You don't want an unknown Chinese brand because you don't know how good that will be or how long it'll last. But something that's famous like Blue Air, Philips, or whatever, that might be a better idea, even Dyson. One bonus thing I'm gonna tell you is about the air change. So there's a thing called air changes. It's like 5x, 2x, 3x, 8x. Now the more the better. That just tells you how many times you can change the air in the room within an hour. So you can look out for that as well, and the higher the number, the better it is. So now let's move on to actual brands and the one that I got, because this is the stuff that you need to know to choose a good air purifier. Okay, so where I am, the main air purifiers you get here are Philips, which is a reputable brand. There's a brand called Crown. You also get Hitachi and Panasonic, which are really expensive. And recently in my country, we have just gotten Blue Air. And Blue Air is something that is good because when you Google best air purifiers, you'll notice a lot of them include a company called Blue Air. Blue Air is kind of a specialist company for air purifying products, carbon products, stuff like this. And companies like Philips, Panasonic, they do everything. That doesn't mean they're bad. They're probably really good as well, but I like specialist companies. And also Blue Air has a really good reputation in this field. And I've noticed that whenever you, as I mentioned, Google or check out blogs and articles about best air purifiers, Blue Air is usually mentioned, and many times it's number 1 or 2. That's why I personally chose Blue Air. And I made sure that the filters are available where I am as well. So the model I got is the Blue Air Pure 221. And this one covers about, 50 meters square, which is around 540 feet. So a room 23 feet by 23 feet would be perfect for it. And that's pretty much an average size room where I am in my house. So I really liked it. I got it. It comes with a 1-year warranty, but if you register online, apparently it goes to 5 years. I'm not sure about that. I did register. So I'll tell you about that. I'll write in the text of this video after I recheck that. And the good thing about this air purifier are the features. The room size is good, but the CADR is also really good. It's actually above 2/3. It's 350 CFM, which is cubic feet per minute. So I was satisfied with that. And 350, I hope that is actually 2/3. Well, it's close enough to 2/3 if it isn't, just in case I haven't done the math. But the air change is 5x, which I also told you about. And that's also a good thing. It doesn't have too many bells and whistles. It doesn't have Wi-Fi or an LED screen, etc. But it has 3 functions: slow, medium, and fast. And the fast is just for the beginning. You just want to put that on for 10-12 minutes so that it kind of purifies it initially, the whole room. And then you can put it onto the low mode and you won't be able to hear much. So that's really good. I like the size of it. It comes with 2 extra dust filters which you can take off and wash. That's why it comes with 2. You use one and you have a spare one. When you take that off, it's like a cloth. You can wash that and you can put the other one in. Also, it comes with a carbon filter, which is good for odors, etc. And the main thing is the HEPA filter, which is really good in this. And it's easily available where I am. They have a promise of its availability in the coming years. So I was very happy about that. I have peace of mind. That's why I chose it. The energy consumption is great as well. It's 31 watts to 60 watts, which is fine. I don't think that's very high. It actually has an Energy Star rating because of that. So that's really good. The sound is also good. It's about 30 to 56 dB depending on what setting it's at. The lowest being 31 dB actually. So I checked it out. I liked it. And I'm very happy with this. I've tested it out. It actually did a really good job with my pretty big sized room. I would say this is about maybe an 18 feet by 18 feet room. Maybe it's 18 by 20. So it did in 10-12 minutes and the whole smell of the air was much better. By the way, I'm in one of the most polluted cities in the world. I forgot to tell you that. So guess what city I'm in? Write in the comments and I'll tell you if it's right or wrong. But overall, I'm really happy with this. It looks good, it sounds good, and most of all, it works good. So by the way, I forgot to mention the cost, which might be a big thing for a lot of people. So this basically is around $350 to $400. But the problem is that depends on where you are and which country you're in. You could get this for $450, you can get this for $300. Like in my country, I got it for even cheaper. I got it on a really big sale. It's like one of those yearly sales that comes on once a year in November. So that's why I got it for around, I would say, what does that make? It makes around $300. Or yeah, around $300, between $300 and $350. So, you know, it was really good. But that's my video for today. I hope you liked it. I hope it was useful. If you did, hit a like and subscribe. And till our next video, take care. Bye.